Welcome to our Helsinki studio. Here we are. Pihka is my name. My name is Lasse.
And I am Henna.
And we just had a new track out very recently. It's called Forest Syntax. It is based on a jam that we did outside in the forest in Käpylä in Helsinki. We used to do those jams a lot a few years back. We did a series called Summer Minimal. And this, I believe, was the first episode of our
I think
Summer Minimal
it was
series.
The summer 2021.
Yeah, and I was using the Elektron Analog Rytm, and I believe that you were using just a MIDI keyboard to play one of the synth voices inside Analog Rytm.
Yeah.
And this is what it looks like. You can watch the full clip on our YouTube channel and maybe let us know how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, these are perfect song starters because it's like when you make electronic music, you very often start with sampling something. Well, we actually our song starters are more like synth riffs or some like drum beats. I would say that many producers start with sampling something. And in this case, we are sampling ourselves. Yeah. Which is it's definitely safe to sample ourselves. And we've made 20 episodes of Summer Minimal. And before that, we did this series called Monday Jam. And there's almost 50 episodes of that. So that's a lot of song starters for ourselves.
Yeah, and we definitely don't use them enough.
Yeah, we don't. Actually, we were thinking about making a full album that used these Summer Minimal clips, samples from those, but
let's see
how it. We narrowed them down to 16 really good song starters, and this is the second that we worked on. Now we're going to take a look at the production session of this track that was created from Summer Minimal episode 1. The track is called Forest Syntax. This is what it looks like. Why don't we just go track by track and see what we've done?
First we have the kick, yes.
I believe that this is just I can't remember what sample this is. I guess it's just from our library. This is not from the original jam.
Yeah, no.
But it's a really nice sounding kick though. And we have a rim shot.
We have rim shot. We don't use rim shot quite often.
Not that often. Yeah. But in this case, it's like a layer to the snare because I wanted some more click to the snare and actually to the clap.
Clap and snare. We have
Bukka
both
snare.
of them. Yeah.
We used one of Bukka Shade's tracks as reference for the mix because we really love the sound of this German band. And that's why the snare is called Bukka snare. Yeah,
so with the snare and with the clap, it sounds like this.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Can you open the Bukka snare VST? It's a plugin called Backbone by Steinberg. And I have layered an analog snare and a house clap. I think that this is from sample pack that we've purchased a long time ago. What else do we have?
We have
Cashmere shakers. Everybody uses Cashmere samples. Yeah. It's actually a risk to use Cashmere samples because everybody has those sample packs. But they just sounded so good that why not? You sort of always need to do something to the samples to be able to use them. How does it sound? Yeah. I haven't really done much.
Yeah, but we have other shakers as well.
Synth shaker.
Yeah.
I can't remember
that's
which.
That's quite fast.
Yeah.
It's almost like a disco beat type of. And with that we have a basic hi-hat layer.
How does the hi-hat sound on its own? Yeah, there's the synthesized hi-hat. Yeah. I think it might be the Syntact. That's really good for making hi-hats. Yeah. I'm not sure how we made this. It sounds more like a computerized hi-hat. Computerized hi-hat.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Okay, we have another rim shot.
This was I wanted some 909 flavor to it, like classic drum machine flavor. It's not playing much, but it's like making some sort of a groove. So it's just like a very basic 909 rim shot from some sample pack. Sometimes you just need to get some classic sound into a track. You don't just want to use only 909 samples or 808 samples or, those classic drum machines. But you just need some of their flavor. And I believe that rim shot is a good way to give some of that flavor. I also really like the hi-hat sound on the 909. It's a really lively sound, and you instantly recognize this sort of 90s house vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we have a 16th hi-hat.
Yeah.
This is also some sort of a... this is...
Groove Agent.
You guys can't actually see it because it's on another screen, but this is what it sounds like. I really love Groove Agent inside Cubase. I wanted some, acoustic-sounding hi-hat. So it's a combination of acoustic-sounding hi-hats and programmed hi-hats. Well, it's all programmed, but computerized hi-hats and acoustic hi-hats. I like Groove Agent because it's so flexible. You can really make it sound like it was properly played, like some drummer played a hi-hat.
Yeah.
And this is something that we want to explore in the future, like use an actual drummer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drum samples and drum loops using an actual acoustic drum kit.
Yeah.
And cut them up and use bits and pieces of that. Then we have RX percussion. Now this would be a sound from the original jam. We didn't have a multitrack of the original jam. We just had a mix down, like a stereo mix of the original jam. So I used RX to extract stems from the original jam track. Yeah. I believe that RX11 is the best tool to extract stems. I was able to get just the percussion out of the jam. And it sounds kind of wonky, but it sounds wonky in a really nice way.
Yeah, and it works in the mix.
The context. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so if we just solo
the drums.
Okay, so why do we have the bass?
Because sometimes I route the bass into the drums channel just to compress them with the same compressor, to like glue them together. So I actually very often have the bass track in the all drums stem.
Okay. The bass is FM.
Yeah. Can you just play a little bit of that?
Yeah, opsix.
Opsix. It's opsix is originally a hardware synth, an FM hardware synth, but this is like Korg made a native version of it, like a plug-in version of it. It's exactly the same synth, but you just use it inside the computer. And we have this RX Other Instruments track.
I love it.
It's also from the
original jam.
Yeah, it's a stem that was extracted. It's like the melody that was playing from the analog rhythm.
Yeah.
The string-like sound, I think it's something that you played.
Oh yeah, it might be.
Yeah. So this is the track that has the original melody from the original jam.
Yeah.
And we wanted to use some of that vibe in the final production. We actually even tried to recreate it with the Syntax or some other synth.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't have the same feeling.
It didn't have that magic.
Yeah.
And
So we just kept the old one, and we actually had to pitch it. It was because it was really hot day.
Yeah, it was like 35 in the sun.
Yeah, when we made the original jam, and the synth was like horribly out of tune.
It's an analog synth voice.
Yeah, so we put all of this to Melodyne, and it just works.
Yeah, Melodyne, you can do like polyphonic retuning with it.
Yeah. So
we don't really mind things being a little bit out of tune, but it was horribly out of tune.
Too much. Yeah.
Next up, we have RX Vocal-like.
Is that also from the original?
Yeah, that's from the original. I think that these two tracks play well together, but let's listen to just this one.
Is this the one with the bird song?
Might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not bird song. But we have bird song from the camera mic in this track, but we'll come to that later.
Why is this vocal like?
It sort of sounds a bit vocal-like
Yes.
in some parts of the song.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's like essence and sibilance of a human being. But if you listen to these tracks together, I think they play together really well.
Yeah.
And some of the original bass can also be heard on this. Stems are not fully separated, but
Yeah. Close enough.
but yeah, yes, definitely.
Hello, here are the birds.
Yeah. You can also hear some of our synthesizer clicks.
Yeah.
Like when we hit the synthesizer buttons, you can hear it on this camera mic. And there's this sound here. It's like we were going into a drop in the jam, and I was like, yeah! And of course we wanted to use that on the final track. I think it works really well on the final track. If you just play that little bit. Yeah. Yeah! That's me. This is a beautiful synthesizer.
From Dreadbox.
From Dreadbox. We bought the synthesizer. It's like a B-stock version of it. And it was a little bit broken when we received it. And they very friendlyly, is it like, I came up with the word.
Kindly.
They kindly repaired it for us.
Yes.
We sent it back to Greece to be repaired. And it's
works.
one of our favorite synthesizers.
Yeah.
A 6-voice polyphonic, very Juno 106-like synthesizer. It's not a stereo synth like the Juno 106, but you can use chorus pedal from TC Electronics. It even looks like the Juno.
Yeah.
And this goes perfectly together with the Nymphes. You get like a small Juno.
So, let's hear.
There is also some, I can hear some bit crushing in there.
Then we have the same arpeggio played by piano. And then those two together.
Yeah.
And some piano chords.
I believe that we used a piano VST called Verve
Yeah, we did.
for this.
And then we have some orchestration in the end of the track.
Yeah. Hanna wrote a really beautiful, simple string arrangement for the final drop of the song.
Actually, it works quite well with the piano.
It's a really lovely sound. This is a really old plugin from Native Instruments called Symphony Series. We have been using that a lot.
Yep. Okay, then the vocals. So we recorded our singing and then we chopped it up.
We actually wrote some lyrics to it, but
It was just something.
just something dada.
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
we
fun.
really like it that it doesn't, the words don't,
Mean anything.
yeah, they don't mean anything from the get-go, but in the song, they start to mean something. And if you watch the music video, then we sing these weird non-language words in
Yeah.
the music video, and and they sort of get a meaning
Yeah.
of their own.
Yeah. Okay, then we have your vocals.
Yeah. My vocals are a bit more processed.
Yeah. And then I made a harmony.
Then I called it the main hook because I love the harmony so much.
Yeah.
Then we kind of lifted it up to be the main hook. It's funny how it sounds a little bit fucked up with the, like when you listen to the vocal tracks. separately, it sounds kind of weird, but it really works in the mix.
Yeah. I didn't even think that it sounds weird.
It just sounds
well,
like
I'm used to it.
Yeah. When you produce a track, you hear it 120 times or something like that.
So after that, this just sounds really normal.
Yeah, me too. Nice. So not a whole lot of tracks in this production.
Yeah.
We've only got like something like 40 tracks. Not even that, because it's like half of these tracks are like MIDI that is hidden now. So it's maybe like 20 tracks.
Yeah, mostly percussion.
Yeah, I make up a lot of percussion tracks, usually much more than this.
Yeah.
There's only like 10 tracks of percussion. It's a really, really simple track.
Yeah.
That's how we try to work with this current batch of songs.
Yeah.
Keep it simple and make every element sound as good as it can sound. And yeah, so that's our new track. We hope you like it, and this is what the video looks like. We actually shot the video in
Our neighborhood forest.
Yeah, neighborhood forest. Just like we took an afternoon and filmed each other dancing to the song like this. This is what it looks like without any effects. Then we layered the dancing and the singing with some AI-generated visuals.
Yeah.
Also some of our own visuals as well. Yeah, we both also edited the video, so it's very much a
we took some turns.
Took some turns, yeah.
That's
You
how we
started
always
it.
do.
Yeah, you start the video and then I do something and then you layer with your effects and then it keeps it fresh. Thank you for watching. It's been great. See you on the next one.